Alright guys, a lot of people have asked me to do a video about the 3 fights between Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder, so here it is. Tyson Fury says Deontay Wilder refused to show sportsmanship after he knocked out American in third fight. The British star finally ended his lengthy saga, yeah it has been one big saga, one big show, with Wilder after inflicting a crushing knockout in the 11th round to retain his WBC heavyweight title in Las Vegas. I'll tell you later in the video why this knockout was in the 11th round. So these guys have had 3 fights now. And Tyson Fury's record against Wilder is 2-0-1. In the first fight they drew, which was a joke. And in the second and third fights, Fury won. So Tyson Fury's record now against Deontay Wilder is 2-0-1. Look familiar? Yes, 2-0-1. The Jesuit order gets you 2-0-1. The full name of the first openly Jesuit Pope who worships Lucifer, Jorge Mario Bergoglio, 201. The guy who resided in Suite 201 in the Vatican. So look at this. The British star finally ended his lengthy saga with Wilder after inflicting a crushing knockout in the 11th round to retain his WBC heavyweight title in Las Vegas and pick up his 31st career win. Well, 31 is the 11th prime. So in the match where he gets his 31st career win, he knocks out Wilder in the 11th round. The word Pope gets you 11, and I've been saying he's connected to all of these sports. Pope gets you 11, that master number. The first fight, guys, between Fury and Wilder was December the 1st, 2018. December the 1st can be written 12-1. 121, guys, the square root is 11. 11 times 11 gets you 121. Their first fight was on 12-1, December the 1st. It's all by the numbers. It's all completely rigged. Their second fight was on February the 22nd, 2020. How many 2s do you want here, guys? How many 2s? On a day leaving 313 days left in the year, as you can see here, February the 22nd, 2020, on a day leaving 313 days left in the year. Pope Francis became the Pope March the 13th, 313. And in regards to the 222s for February the 22nd, order out of chaos, which is the Freemason motto, 222. Basically, create the chaos, then provide the solution and put people in the place and create more laws so they have more power. Order out of chaos, 222. Lucifer Morningstar and all of these stars, as they call them, worship Lucifer. Lucifer Morningstar, 222. Their second fight on 222, February the 22nd. They worship Lucifer, guys. When you hear them thanking God, they're thanking Lucifer. Lucifer is their God. So the time between their second and third fights was 85 weeks, guys, which I'll show you here. The second fight, February the 22nd, 2020. The most recent fight was October the 9th, 2021. 85 weeks on the dot. And look how it was 1 year, 7 months and 17 days. That double 17. Freemasonry was established in London, England in 1717. Undeniable stuff here. Simply undeniable stuff. Jesus Hominem Salvator, which is connected to the site of Jesus, you'll see that gets you 85. It also gets you 266. Pope Francis is the 266 Pope. It gets you 122. Pope Francis gets you 122 in gematria. As does Satanic, and like I said, these people worship Satan. All these people here in the crowd are taking part in a satanic ritual and they're not aware of it. Why do people care so much about two guys punching each other anyway? Why do we care so much? Ask yourself that question. Well, you don't even know these people. And most of the time they're just walking around the ring, not even doing anything. 32 gets you 85. And the reason I mentioned 32, because Fury preserved his 32 fight unbeaten record, strengthening his status as the division's leading champion after Anthony Joshua lost his WBA, IBF and WBO belts in last month's unanimous decision defeat by Alexander Usyk. Because Fury's record now is 31-0-1. So his 32 fights undefeated. The Society of Jesus logo, guys, has 32 rays. There's exactly 42 weeks, guys, exactly 42 weeks between Wilder and Fury's 2021 birthdays. And Wilder stayed on 42 all-time wins. Of course he did. And that 42, which I discuss heavily as well, because Jesuit gets you 42. As does Freemason. And it's the Jesuits and the Masons that run professional sports. The fight was 11 months and 17 days after Wilder turned 35, that big Catholic number. But guys, 11 months and 17 days. 1117, the 187th prime. Society of Jesus gets you 187. And it's really interesting to me that there was an NFL game played on Sunday between the Falcons and the Jets. The Falcons were regarded as the home team, and home teams when playing in London, the record was 11-17 going into that game. But of course the Falcons won and it's now 12-17. Pope Francis born on 12-17, December the 17th. It's all synced up. Many articles focused on how Wilder didn't show sportsmanship after being knocked out. You can check multiple articles. They emphasize the word sportsmanship. They did it here. It's because sportsmanship gets you 187. It also gets you 74 like Lucifer, but it gets you that 187 like Society of Jesus. So they just mock us all the time. They don't need to emphasize these words at all. Anyone who can read, it's very clear that Wilder didn't show sportsmanship. You don't have to emphasize it, but these people have to emphasize these words because of the gematria value. 11 months and 17 days is 50 weeks and 2 days, like 52. Pope gets you 52. In regards to the 35s, boxing gets you 35. As does the word Catholic. People can't believe that these guys are hitting each other, that it's possibly rigged. Well, it is. It's all rigged. It's all a show to take our energy. People get so excited about these fights and I don't know why. I don't know why. So Fury's record is now 31-0-1, like 3-1-1. And 311 is the 64th prime. Again, coronavirus was declared a pandemic on March the 11th, 2020. A date that can be written 311. It's the 64th prime. And there was exactly 64 weeks between the first and second fights. So I'll just confirm that for you here. Remember, the first fight was 12-1, 2018. Second fight, February the 22nd, 2020. Exactly 64 weeks on the nose, guys. On 64 date numerology pure. And 44, look. And cool gets you 64 and 44. I'm sorry to say it, the kill numbers are everywhere and they have been for about a year and a half. You've got to ask yourself why. You've got to ask yourself why at this point. Also, their first fight was exactly 149 weeks before their third fight. Okay? First fight, December the 1st, 2018. The most recent fight, October the 9th, 2021. 149 weeks on the nose. 149. And 149, guys, is that 35th prime. Like boxing, like Catholic. And the 35 connections with Wilder's age. And a little master number riddle here. I knew they'd throw in a master number riddle. So Fury is 33 years old. Okay, 33. Like Masonry, the highest rank of Freemasonry is 33 degrees. We're told Jesus died at age 33. 33 is a master number. Remember 11 times 3, guys. What's 11 times 3? 33. Coronavirus declared a pandemic on a date that can be written 11-3. The word corona gets you 33. It's all by a code, and it pisses me off that people don't understand this. Because they have no idea what's going down in 2022. Again, I've given people enough warnings to prepare for this year. Because this truly will be their takeover. And we've allowed it to happen. So 33-year-old Fury got his 22nd all-time knockout win by knocking out Wilder in the 11th round. 33 a master number, 22 a master number, 11 a master number. Again, add up the 3 master numbers, you get 66. That's why you see a lot of 66 rituals. You add up all the 3 master numbers, 11 plus 22 plus 33, it gets you 66. Corona 66. So, I could have done way more in this decode, but this is enough to show you how rigged it all is, how they connect all the dates. It's not about who the best boxer is. I've come to America my last 6 fights and fought the most devastating puncher in the history of our sport. Not once, not twice, but 3 times. 3, guys. 3, the number they love. This looks like the all-seeing eye here with the camera. Again, I just don't get it why people care so much about professional sports in general now. It's insane. Everybody's Instagram feed with a photo of Fury. If only they knew that he was a Luciferian and his fights are all rigged. This guy, didn't he retire and give up all his belts and then come back? Again, pushing the mental health agenda, and comes back and dominates everybody. That makes so much sense, doesn't it? That makes so much sense. Have a guy retire, get really fat, out of shape, and still come back and dominate. Because it's all completely rigged. You can do that. I've posted so much recently. I was going to do an Illusion News, but I think some of the things that I've posted, they need to be individual videos. They need to be individual videos. But yeah, the 11th round, of course. Of course. This is just an absolute joke. So for the people who asked me to do this video, I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you can see how rigged it all is. How coded it all is, and how deceived we are being by the likes of Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder. But in reality, guys, the people we should be focusing on are the people that run and organize these events, which is clearly the world elite, which in my opinion, judging by these numbers, is the Vatican,